From downtown Toronto's iconic Sony Centre for the Performing Arts, it's the 2015 edition of Canada's Walk of Fame. Join us as we recognize and celebrate the outstanding Canadians who make us shine on the world stage and make us proud right here at home. Actors and athletes, musicians, writers, role models, and entertainers. Tonight, we honor the achievements and accomplishments of our biggest and brightest stars. Welcome to Canada's Walk of Fame. Tonight, we honor international singing superstar Michael Bublé, actor and producer Wendy Crewson, Cineplex Legend Award recipient Lauren Green, acclaimed author Lawrence Hill, Olympic rower Silken Laumann, and dynamic duo Ron MacLean and Don Cherry, and special recipient of the Alan Slate honor, Shawn Mendes, with special presentations from Trevor Linden, Molly Johnson, Brian Tom, Richard Hatch, Joanne Koss, Cardinal Fischel, and Rex Murphy. And musical performances by Johnny Reed and Shawn Mendes. With tonight's host, Mr. Jason Priestley.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Canada's Walk of Fame. Tonight, we celebrate all of these great Canadians who have excelled in their chosen field. There have been a lot of exciting things happening in Canada since I hosted last year. Canada has a new Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. For the first time ever, Canadians took the top 4 spots on Billboard's Hot 100. The Jays almost went to the World Series. It's true, Canada is hot right now. The Prime Minister is hot, the Raptors are hot, the Leafs are... well, the Leafs are still the Leafs. Tonight we're honoring 7 incredible Canadians who have inspired others through their achievements, for their humanitarian contributions, and in the case of Ron MacLean, for bravery in the face of danger. Putting himself within arm's reach of a rampaging tempest every Saturday night on Coach's Corner. And there he is, the aforementioned raging tempest right there, Mr. Don Cherry. Coach's Corner, legendary Canadian broadcasting. Ron is not only known for his knowledge and insight, but he is also a huge champion of amateur sports in Canada. And Don, of course, a Jack Adams award-winning coach, infamous for his outspoken passion for hockey, and of course, his fashion choices. Very subdued tonight, Don, I gotta say. You must be taking this pretty seriously. Silken Laumann is here. Olympic rower, child advocate, and author of the best-selling book, Unsinkable. She's won 3 Olympic medals and 4 world championships. I can barely handle 20 minutes on my rowing machine. I don't know how you do it. She truly is an inspiration. The great Wendy Crewson is here. Now, I have had the good fortune to work with Wendy many times over the years, and you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody more prepared, more focused, and more professional, but also fun and warm at the same time. She's an award-winning star of film and television with over 100 roles to her credit, roles that illuminate... yeah, that's pretty impressive. Roles that illuminate the voices of women in our society, like human rights activist Louise Arbour, who Wendy inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame just last year. We have award-winning author Lawrence Hill here tonight. He is noted for his lectures and articles, but his novel Book of Negroes struck a global chord. The 6-part miniseries, which Lawrence co-wrote this year, premiered to record-breaking audiences both in Canada and the U.S. And I'm very excited that my friend Michael Bublé is here. You know, I think of all the inductees here tonight, Michael and I have the most in common. We're both from BC. We're both huge Canucks fans. We both have blue eyes. We both love wine. We're both Virgos. I don't want this to get weird, Michael, but, you know, if we were on eHarmony, we would definitely be a match. But, brother, you are on a serious roll. World tours, hit albums, Christmas specials. You got 12 Junos, 4 Grammys, 2 Canadian Smooth Jazz Awards, 1 participant's ribbon from 8th grade track and field. Your list of accomplishments goes on, and tonight you can add one more to that list. You're sitting next to Don Cherry. I mean, that looks like a Canadian heritage moment, am I right? And tonight we posthumously honor Lorne Greene with the Cineplex Legend Award. Lorne was the man they called the voice of Canada. One generation knows him from the biggest TV Western of all time, Bonanza. Another generation knows him from Battlestar Galactica. And yet another generation knows him from his environmental work through his show, Lorne Greene's New Wilderness, a true icon. This year's recipient of the Alan Slate honor is Shawn Mendes. Oh, I remember those days. Shawn is a Vine star turned pop sensation who shows no sign of slowing down. Last year, he was named one of Time magazine's most influential teens. He's had an incredible year, headlining his own sold-out tour in Europe as well as the US, touring with Taylor Swift on her 1989 tour, all at the ripe old age of 17. And for all you Shawn fans out there, and I know you're there because I heard you, Shawn will be performing later in the show. And we have soul singer Johnny Reed performing with you tonight. All right, well, let's get this show started. Our first presenter is a gold medal winning Norwegian Olympian and legend of speed skating who now makes his home right here in Toronto. He was named Sports Illustrated's 1994 Sportsman of the Year. Currently, he is the CEO of the Canadian-based international humanitarian organization Right to Play. Please welcome Gil Hancock.
I did not meet Silken before 2000, 1 year after her retirement, when I immigrated to this great nation. Starting Right to Play, I asked her if she could be a co-founder with me and join me on a trip to Sudan and Eritrea, as through her athletic career, she had no hesitation. She jumped on the first flight overseas, even though she had to leave a 6-month-old baby at home. On her first trip, meeting children affected by war, she played, sang, inspired, and got in the dirt on the ground. Silken personally interacted with children from all different fractions, engaging them on the field of play. In addition to building Right to Play, she's active supporter of numerous organizations, and most importantly, Good Life Kids Foundation in partnership with her husband, David Patchell Evans. Tonight, I'm honored to present to you Silken Laumann, one of the most passionate and strongest person I know, to Canadians' Walk of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Silken Laumann.
Thank you all. Thank you, the Walk of Fame. You know, just think, once this amazing night was just an idea. It was the idea of Peter Samalas, and I thank him for dreaming this up, to give us a place to celebrate excellence and a place to celebrate being Canadian. Yeah. What everybody being honored tonight shares, we have in common, is that we all are a bunch of dreamers. I believe that every single human being has a superpower. My superpower is my imagination, my ability to dream. I used my imagination to create the life I wanted. But self-doubt and fear were my biggest adversaries. I was the athlete who was shaking before the competition. But fortunately, my desire to win was just slightly stronger than my fear of competing. My friends, my family, and especially my dad encouraged me to keep going despite the stress of competition. I'm deeply grateful for my coach, my very first coach, Fred Luke, who in some points in my life when I wanted to quit, he told me to find the joy, to go out and find a beautiful piece of water and row until I found that joy. I miss you, Fred. My life has never been a linear one. It's been a journey of incredible highs and some pretty devastating lows. I embrace all of it because it's brought me to where I am today, and I am so, so grateful. I really see every day as a gift. I see it as an adventure. So many people have shared their time, their wisdom, their hearts with me. Central to my life is love. I have it in abundance. My friends, my family, you're always in my heart. The people I come home to each night, my children, you're the very best part of my life. My partner, my husband, David Patchell Evans, you're the love of my life. I am so, so grateful. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with more of this year's celebration after this short break. Thank you to our national sponsors.